Hi everyone, I want to walk through Jess's draft of her user manual to discuss these ideas over here. A good layout is one that uses these or demonstrates these features. First of all, we start with emphasis, and there are several good examples in Jess's work to show how to achieve emphasis in your work. We start out with a strong, the title obviously has the word sustainability in it, and that is re-emphasized with green. Green in a color choice, and then green as in leaves, with icons of green, icons of sustainability and growth. And here, of course, we have the repetition of the green theme, which is a metaphor that is sustained throughout Jess's draft. And that's what I mean by, a sustainable metaphor that works if it works. It's not necessarily required, but if you can make something like this work, these visual cues just reinforce key messages. As we move down, of course, we see the standard symbol combined with the leaf for emphasis, and focus. And since this is a draft, looks like either this is a cover page or Jess is going to be writing this section. How to use this manual. This directs the reader's attention to specific features of the manual, and again adds emphasis with respect to the reader's attention on how to use the manual. This is the sort of thing that gives your manual a purpose-driven dimension. If you have anything, any special visual features or icons or a legend or anything that a reader needs to understand in order to use the manual effectively, emphasizing that up front is a very good idea. Now, emphasis also means emphasis is demonstrated in things like your titles and subtitles. So energy use is clearly related to sustainability. Vampire power, the word power is related to energy. Heating and cooling are examples of power usage. So all of these elements are working together to create that emphasis that I'm talking about. Key ideas are reinforced and outlined in color, and that again contributes to emphasis. We scan down here, water heaters, ceiling and insulation. It's very clear that this piece maintains focus on aspects of the house that can be addressed in order to maintain sustainability. The fluorescent light bulb is a real symbol of a new way of thinking about energy usage. New innovative designs for energy usage that cuts down or that extends the life of the bulb and reduces energy usage. Energy saving light bulbs, nice header, and then obviously illustrations on the left. So once again, the kind of simplicity that Jess has achieved here. It's easy. It looks simple, right, to arrive at this because it's so simply laid out and so easy to absorb. The information is so easy to absorb. I'm not assuming that it was easy or simple to arrive at this. The process may be iterative. You may try all kinds of things, and I assume that is not simple or easy. But the result, the effect on the reader is simplicity, an effect of simplicity because it's so easy to read. And we have continuation, and we have continuity of design with images on the left and content in the center. So then it would appear that Jess also uses color to emphasize topic. So water is bluish, We had light before, that was yellowish. And let's see what else comes up here. Here's more water and blue. And again, maintaining the same style of presentation. Now recycling is green. And now we move the images to the right. I would guess that if we looked at this in a spread orientation, well, maybe I will here in a minute, just a minute. So here the idea is that these themes of emphasis are carried out throughout the piece in consistent ways. That's just good design and user-focused design. So we talk about arrangement. The second bullet, you can see plenty of that emphasis or plenty of that skill or tool used in Jess's design. So arrangement is consistent, it's purposeful, information is proximal to the imagery, or we could say the imagery is proximal to the information about the item. So that is a factor of arrangement. So you're using color, using image and text together. I think, well, and clarity comes through in the subheads, in the location of the subheads. Oh, she centers the major heading and then separates with color and with line space the subheadings. So even if you don't have Jess's design experience, what I would be looking for would be some attention to these principles. That is, have a reason for putting content on the left or the right, have some standard of hierarchy for your heads and subheads that is consistent, not too complex, and like that. Conciseness comes through the organization of the information. It's concise because the information is chopped up and distributed. You cover energy use on this page and items related to energy use. Then you have a related topic of energy-saving light bulbs following. And then now we're done with energy use, and now we're on water use. That contributes to the concise presentation of information. So as I scan, I can say, all right, this is what this is about now, and everything related to water use will be found here, and it's not going to be distributed all over the place. Conciseness then is achieved by dividing information up into clear, distinctive parts of the user manual. The effective tone, we always shoot for an authoritative tone. This section will focus on the different ways to save water within your home. The typical home uses from 50 to 75 gallons of water. So there's a factual tone. There's also a tone of, I'm here to save you money. There's an authoritative tone that says, here are some ways that benefit you. So in this respect, the tone satisfies that reader-focused expectation as well in answering that question, what's in it for me? Why should I read this? Well, because I can save water, and then therefore the cost of using water in my home. Maintains professional standards to optimize credibility. Well, once again, now this one Jess does exceptionally well because she has a design background. And so you can see that the quality of the imagery is very high, the quality of the design elements and the way that they're used to direct your eye as you read all screams professional work. Once again, I don't expect that everyone would achieve this level of professionalism. But when I can see that you're trying to apply some of these standards, some of these tools, then it's very easy for me to recognize that and see that everything that you put into your user manual is there for a purpose, whether it's really beautifully designed or not. Um, and I understand in terms of time, you may not be able to find, really crisp images that have the backgrounds knocked out. Um, and so I wouldn't expect that you knock yourself out to do that, as Jess has done in this example. Well, I hope that walking through to see what the layout is, how the layout ideas relate to layout in the actual design of a draft, work together. How you use the items under a good layout is one that. How you use those tools, those visual cognates, if you will, use those to think about how to design your final product, has been helpful.